the ego is definitely not our amigo. Now, when we don't have a balanced ego, we either don't love ourselves the right way, or we think too highly of ourselves and we think we better than someone else or other people. And that's when you get into racism and classism and all the isms, right? Or you have super low self-esteem when you don't feel your self-love, you don't have your self-worth is not there. And so what we need with the ego is the balance. Now, ego serves a purpose, of course, but we have to regulate that ego. And so ego is not your amigo when it's out of balance. When it comes down to it, it's about the balance. And so we don't want low ego is part of us. So no ego is not realistic. Okay, so we're gonna have an ego, but having a low one, that's out of balance. And if you don't love yourself, you know this by being somebody's doormat and letting people treat you any kind of way, and not feeling your self-worth. You don't feel worthy. You don't feel beautiful. You don't feel good about yourself. You can't look in your mirror and say, I love you. You can't look in your mirror and say, I'm beautiful. Those kind of things will let you know if your ego is out of balance on the low side. If you have an inflated ego, then you think you're better than others. You think that, oh, I'm better than this person, I'm better than that person, and that kind of thing, right? You look down on people. You may put people in categories that would reflect you thinking that they are not, equivalent to you as a person. Now, it's not like making judgments about people's energy and who you want to be around. That's different. But if you think you're better than someone, that's a whole different story. So when you have an inflated ego, it's about thinking that you are better than someone else. And so ego is not your amigo when it's out of balance. And so we want to get a balanced ego. And it's something that we have to learn to do as we grow. This is something we work on from the time we are small till we are adults. But as adults, grown people, we know which one it is. We know if we balance. We know if we out of balance. And it's something that we have to check. We have to check it for ourselves. We have to check it for just getting around in this world, in this society. And so, where's your ego? So it's good to try to figure out where that is and figure out where your balance. If you need to raise your ego or if you need to lower it, where's it in a balanced area? Because neither, like I said, if it's out of balance in either direction, it's just not your amigo. It doesn't do well. Because if, how do you navigate in this world of other beings, same as you, but you think that you're better? Now, if you go back to what I said about naked happiness, and this may help for anybody who has inflated ego, picture everybody naked, forget about statuses and wealth and material things and titles and all of that. When you deal with people, and maybe that's how you can, get more balance in that area. We're all on different paths. And just because someone on one path may materialistically be doing better than you does not mean that they're better. And just because someone is not doing as well as you materialistically doesn't mean that they're any less than you. We're all on different paths. and choices are involved, and life is involved, and all kind of things are involved. And so this is something I think we just need to check for ourselves. Always. Just so that we can keep on loving on each other. And it's hard to love each other when, all those egos are just out of balance and out of whack. It really is.